Okay, I hope this works for you. I'm going to do a little video on how I sharpen these bandsaw blades. This is kind of a trial and error method that I've learned, but it works for me. The first round, well, this is just a little jig I set up on this stack of lumber here. It's no big deal. It's just a couple of pieces of angle iron, and you can see a nail driven in them to hold them in place, hold the blade in place for me a little bit. It's no big deal. You can make something a lot better than that, but that works. Of course, when you start sharpening a blade, it's always good to start at the where the blade's welded together. That gives you a little marker that you can go by. Of course, you can tell anyway by whether or not it's shiny. This is a dremel, a little grinding bit. It's about 3/8 of an inch diameter. They make one a little bigger. You don't want that. That's too big. This one is worn out pretty well. You can get them at your local hardware store. Now, there's another bit that I use to do the front side of this tooth. It's a grinding bit, not a cutting bit. Don't confuse that with a cutting bit. They look real similar. But the grinding bit's what you got to have. And they don't last too long. You see that gap in there? I hope you can see it. That won't go all the way in that gullet. All you do is sharpen the back side of this blade with this and stop before you get to the front side of your tooth. You'll come back on the next round and sharpen the front side of that tooth and rub down into that gullet. Finish cleaning it up. These blades have little minute cracks that start in them right in here. That's one of the reasons you want to clean that gullet all the way out. You want to touch that, reface that gullet all the way through to stop those cracks. Now, I hope you can see this. I've done sharpened this. You can, if you look carefully, of course you can see that shiny, but you can see that point on that tooth. When you get it right, that point will be squared up and sharp. When you get the back side, I'm talking about the back side now. It'll be squared up and sharp. Like if you look at this one here, of course it's dirty, but it's also dull. It's not completely sharp right across this point. You can see that, you know, if you got good light and fairly decent eyes. So what you do is you make sure that you get enough off of this to get all the roughness off of it to where it looks smooth, and this point is sharp. That one is not quite sharp enough, but this one is. It's got a good sharp edge on it. You do this all the way around. You come all the way around with this bit here. Then you come back with this bit and you carefully touch that back side, and you'll do it just like that. You'll do it just like that. Mess that one up. I messed that one up. That's good enough.
sparks haven't messed up the camera?
I don't think so. All right, it's filming right now. Put it right down close in here from the back side. One way to make this little hero zoom is to put the camera closer. Just push it closer to what you want. It works for me. Okay. Mash your button. Okay. That's about, this is not an exact science. A lot of people probably look at this and say, oh, that's plumb foolish. Well, it works for me. And sharpening these blades is just like sharpening a pocket knife. I can show you, somebody can show you all day long how to do it, but until you put your hand on it and do it some yourself and get a little practice at it and see what you're doing right or what you're doing wrong, you're not going to be able to do it. Like I say, it's just like sharpening a pocket knife. It takes a little practice, and you have to do it on a regular basis. So, my point is, don't get excited about my homemade way of sharpening these saw blades. This is just for me. So, and it works for me. Just thought I would pass it on how I do it. I hope that video is good enough. If it's not, we'll try to make another one someday. I'll get my wife to come out. And we're still learning this stuff on these YouTube GoPro cameras and all that jazz. We're still learning. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, and y'all have a nice day.